Hello guys and welcome to Victoria 3. Today it is me and Narfi. We're actually simultaneously recording a series where I'm playing as Japan, Narfi's Russia, and Travis is China, but Travis's availability isn't always the greatest. So we're starting another series today where I'm playing as Sweden and Narfi's playing as Great Britain. Still kind of learning the game. We've only really played one session of it together before this, so I'm still a complete noob. So I got to start experiencing what it's like to build a country's industry up from scratch. Now I'm going to be playing as one that has all those OP buffs that Paradox loves giving Sweden, basically. While I play a nation that can already trade, has a navy, has some technology, things like that. We're going to start going through it bit by bit. So looking first at the government. The government's legitimate right now. I would absolutely love to get the armed forces in here so I could start doing some special stuff, but there's no way to do that while keeping everybody completely happy. The best I could do is really squeeze in the petite bourgeoisie in there. Now, I think I have a couple different ways to go about this. There's definitely some changes that I can make. One thing I really would love to do is get rid of this local police force so I can invest in this without the landowners getting any power. We're not led by the landowners now, so that's fine. The petite bourgeoisie, if I put them in the government, would be a really good source of political push for this, but they'd be head-to-head with the landowners, who are technically more powerful than them, so I don't know how this would work. I could put them in first, add the military later, but if I put the armed forces in now, I believe I have better odds to getting things like that to go through. However, it would be with a contested government, unfortunately, just due to the power of the landowners. There's nothing that I can really do to make that too great, as you can see. If I reset and then we throw in these, you see it'll still be kind of like eh. Due to the size of the government's just a flat -20. So that's not too amazing anyway. There's an ideological incompatibility. I actually didn't really know how a lot of these work. Ideological incompatibility, monarchy, and oligarchy. Well, let's see. We'll try with this for now, just to keep the government as legitimate as possible. We'll start by just putting the petite bourgeoisie in power here. Reform with them there. Political lobby formed anti-Russian society. Increasingly ideological differences with Russia. New lobby composed of Industrialist Church of Sweden and Intelligistia. Oh. I think that's a new thing with the DLC, so I don't really know how that works. With this, we can at least get more loyalists per standard of living and just free loyalists per month. And we're pretty damn close to being like a righteous government. This does unlock some new things for me to do. Only a 19% chance. See, this is what I mean. If I actually had the military in here as well, then those chances would go up quite a bit, but the size of the government would be potentially problematic. At the end of the day, what I really need to do is just get the landowners out of here as quick as possible. Now, while they're in government, I can't suppress them. What I can do instead is just bolster those that draw from the same thing. And partially that comes down to the Church of Sweden, funny enough. The more powerful they are, you see the clergymen are shared. Officers would go to the military. Aristocrats, not sure where else aristocrats would go heavily, but generally they just need to go somewhere else. I could start working on some kind of law, however. I could go for an early on, charity hospitals thing. The Church of Sweden would love that. However, if I go for pharmaceuticals first, looks like the Church of Sweden would also support public health insurance. And pharmaceuticals isn't too hard to get to. I've already selected it right here. Private public health insurance and max health system thing. Public seems to be the best in terms of bonuses, so if I just bum rush this before anything else, then we can get that, which means early on I could go for something else, for example, that dedicated police force to try to weaken the landowners a little bit. I think that would be pretty good. Could then up law enforcement without strengthening them. The militarized police force definitely sounds interesting for buffing up the armed forces, but mortality per turmoil, dedicated seems like the best thing right now in the short term, for sure. So I'll probably aim for this. There is also the ability to go for the National Guard. which would be, I guess, better than no home affairs at all. Less revolution, succession, political movement, radicalism. You know what, dude? So many of the things I want would just benefit so greatly from having the armed forces in power. I am so tempted to just put them in anyway, just to help push these laws. Yeah, fuck it. You know what? It's gonna help me implement all the things that I want to implement, and then maybe we could even do some supporting as well. It's hard to say, but for now, and we got slavery banned at the start, so that's pretty useful. So now, hell, I could even go for colonial exploitation pretty early on if I want the armed forces like that, but the chance of success is not particularly high. Maybe I need to bolster the military a little bit to really get what I want. I'm not sure. Regardless, this dedicated police force is now way easier to get. I'm just gonna go for that first. I don't think I really need to rush colonialism or anything, especially with such low chances, because, you know, it's a co-op playthrough and my friend is Great Britain, so yeah, I'm not in a lot of danger or anything right now, if I had to guess. We do start out with a decent navy. When I looked at the game before the DLC came out, the navy was completely unusable. Looks like they fixed that with the DLC release, so that's cool. We actually have a kind of usable navy, and in terms of an army, we only have one professional army setup, 30 of 30 right now. It is only 3 artillery, 7 cavalry. I feel like I would want to change this a little bit. That's a weird thing. There's so many different kinds of cavalry, Narfi.
I haven't looked at the military yet.
I think lancers are the only ones that matter. They have generally the highest stats and they cost the most, so yeah, probably. Alright, well, this is cool and all, but I'm gonna delete 2 of the hussars, get that to 5. I think that would be better in the long run. We need to add more to this later, but we have other things to deal with at the very start here. So we only start with 1 construction sector, only 15 construction, not a lot of excess money at the start here. We have, whew, oh, 6 radicals. I was like, why does that look so crazy? We need to fix this. So our market situation is interesting. We start out with a lot of these weird ass fucking trade routes. I'm exporting wood, hardwood. It's profitable. This is not profitable. The importation of luxury furniture. So get rid of that. It's not profitable. No need to keep it. Don't know how much of this there really is a need to keep. We aren't exactly good on softwood at the moment, which makes me think, in terms of wood, how do I even see this information again? In terms of logging camps, where are we? Oh, look, and I can invest in Norway, which is cool. We have interventionism, so I might see my first little bit of that soon. Are they all pumping out some mixture of things? I think they are. This is interesting. All of my logging sectors at the beginning are pumping out some amount of hardwood. That is really interesting. And they're all using tools.
Yeah, you can set the focus of the type of wood that you want.
Yeah. I'm exporting hardwood to you. I see that.
Oh, that's good. I have a little shortage.
The trade in this game, it works kind of like there's things that I set and then there's things others set, right? So yeah, okay. So there are other routes that I'm not in control of. Most of which harm me in some way, I think.
Well, you can also put taxations on it, like you don't want to export that, so you put a lot of tax on it, then the trade route will, how do you say it?
And how does that work?
If you go to your goods, and let's say hardwood, you can put tariffs on it.
Are you telling me I have to do this per thing?
You can do that per thing, yeah.
I can't just make it like flat? No, I can't.
If so, I haven't found it yet.
Oh god, yeah, dude. Like, holy shit. Yeah, I never noticed this playing as Japan because you don't start out with trade. I have encourage exports on a bunch of my goods. Can I just change this for everything somewhere? That would be great if there was a button somewhere to just change this for literally everything. Because I don't want that. Oh, I guess for now I'm just going to go down the line. I don't want to encourage exports of wood. What the fuck? No, dude. Because now I have all these motherfuckers exporting, well, they're taking those exports, and it's not profitable to me, and I can't even cancel them because they're not my trade routes. It looks like this was primarily on wood, though. All the other ones seem like they're kind of in the middle. Oh, no, iron too. I had exports encouraged on iron. I want the middle one. I want that other one where it's just like even taxes. That would be kind of nice. We do have a shortage of artillery in our market. Let me look at artillery. There's absolutely nothing that says it's profitable. Productivity. I don't really know what the productivity is. Trade revenue after trade tariffs. It's negative. That doesn't seem very good. I'm not sure why it's like that. Maybe we just need to, make more of our own artillery and then import the stuff that's in the middle. If we want to build up a sizable military, certainly. So we're exporting that hardwood. I guess that's not terrible, but also, I don't know. I guess we profit from it, so that's like a good thing. Still, this hardwood focus is strange. I wonder, maybe it might just be needed more later. Norland has a hardwood focus, so I don't think I want that. Maybe in the middle isn't too terrible, but definitely no hardwood focus. That seems a little ridiculous, kinda, to have. This keeps exporting even faster, but I can kind of go 2 for 2 because there's trade income to be had, right? I think that's a thing, but this gives me a little more softwood to work with at the beginning here because I'm just gonna start by, I think, expanding the construction sector in Surveyland, so we kind of like double down on what's already there. I might want to bring this up to 3, honestly, and then that gives it some nice room to expand. That might be a lot all at once, not sure. Surveyland does have a lot of room for logging, and they're already using sawmills and stuff, so then I'm not really sure what the local balance is here, though. So in Surveyland, the wood price is already higher compared to the national average, which makes a lot of sense, I suppose. So we could probably want to upgrade this. I don't know by how much, maybe by 4 after we build those 2 things. And that's just that. There's a lot of other things that are used in iron frame buildings. There's iron, there's cloth, there's tools to think of. Where's the iron? Okay, so there's iron here. We're only using picks and shovels. We don't really have anything else special. I'm gonna go ahead and, oh man, oh god, this is so weird to cycle through. I'm gonna go ahead and guess iron there is not gonna be too well off either after that. I'll build at least 1 more for now. I know we have bonuses to iron mines, logging industry, and some other things there. That's pretty good. If we can decree road maintenance here, since I'm going to be doing a lot of building just right there in the middle at the start, that would be pretty awesome, at least as a temporary measure. We're already a little negative on money, so that's going to be fun to deal with. Apparently, we have a pretty notable shortage of fabric, so sorting by productivity, looks like the Russians can give me the best deal for fabric. I'm going to go ahead and import some of that by land to try to fix that up. Yeah, we need to definitely get some more fabric coming along from somewhere. For some reason, I can't build plantations. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's because of my agricultural laws or whatever.
Does it say that then?
No, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't know why it's like this. All I know is I cannot build plantations. In Japan, plantations were very useful, which means the only way I really have to get any fabric is this way, and this is not a very particularly efficient way. And we don't even have like an insane amount of space for that anyway, but I guess I could throw like a couple of them in Surveyland, 1, 2, 3, let's say, just to bolster that production. I know you could get some other things to help with that gathering, but we don't have that. What does that need? Intensive agriculture. Maybe I might throw that on the line after pharmaceuticals. And then I know at some point I would like to get nationalism, but we'll go 1 step at a time here. There's a lot of things that I could look to change, but nothing that I really actually have, like, the capability to change. It's kind of weird. So I'm not really sure if any of this stuff should be changed. We have shipyards, military shipyards. Those are interesting. Gas, streetlights. We don't have any coal to really utilize that at the moment. We don't have glass. Some of this stuff could probably be imported, but I'm not even sure how much of this is really needed. What is this even producing? Services, I think. We're gonna have to fix this 1 step at a time. Wait, what? Trade center subsidized? What? Oh, that was subsidized. I don't know what that was doing. I just unsubsidized that, whatever that does. And let's look at our budget real quick. So we start out with only a single consumption tax, and it's liquor. I don't like that, so we are going to get rid of that. We need different ones. For example, I think services are a decent one. They target not quite the same, but it's a decent source of money, I think. And then after that, I think we should go for... I think wine is not a good one. Yeah, no. No. I think transportation is the next good one. Yes, so let's select transportation. We're a little limited in terms of our total authority of what we can actually tax. Liquor is one of those things that everybody uses, which is why I don't want to tax it. Everybody uses it, so that doesn't seem like an amazing idea. I think paper is everybody's. Well, no, it's really not, but the other luxury things are probably better off being taxed, theoretically. There's not as many things here as I remember there being in, say, Japan. We use small arms, leisure needs. Huh? Let's do luxury furniture, and let's do luxury clothes. That really takes a bite out of my authority, but since I'm only using it in one area right now anyway, it's really not that big of a problem. Got our money way better off. I don't think there's anything else of any value that I can really tax that wouldn't then affect stuff that I don't want to be affected. Okay, I've set up my taxes, I've set up my technology, I've reformed my government, I've started changing laws. I think that's mostly everything. I think that we need to improve our relationship. So...
Yeah, I'm a little short on influence at the start of the game, so I have to build that a little up.
Yeah, I can understand that. I can... Wait, am I able... Would it cost you stuff if I proposed a trade agreement with you?
Yeah, it would cost me influence.
Okay, well at the very least for now I can just improve our relations standardly. But that trade agreement is definitely an option at some point. Because we don't start out liking each other very much. And then fucking Denmark. Denmark doesn't like me.
Trade agreement costs less than improving relations.
Yeah. Well, can you afford that one?
Yeah, I can afford that one.
Oh shit. Well, all right. I'm gonna propose that to you then. Let's see. Leverage generation, improved relations, trade agreement. Yeah, which doesn't seem to have anything to do with trade. It's just. Does this have anything to do with trade? I don't think so.
Eliminates tariffs between us.
Oh, eliminates tariffs. That's interesting. Well, it's good to get us to like each other at the very least.
Oh, it also eliminates the bureaucracy cost of the trade routes.
That's cool. Well, let's do that. If we're going to be helping each other anyway. I start out with a trade agreement with Prussia, which is interesting. I guess that's good since Russia isn't exactly my best friend.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, wonder why. Alright, is there anything else I need to do? I still have 300 influence remaining. What else do I use this on? Denmark is wary with me because of our historical relationship. Denmark is pretty weak though. Not that I am too amazing, but Denmark is pretty weak. It looks like I have a land connection with Denmark. I see a little like land crossing that goes through all of Denmark.
By Helsingborg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not planning to go to war anytime soon, so if you want my troops for help, just ask.
Okay.
We have to do an alliance though.
Yeah, also, speaking of interests, I have interests. That's right. Where should I put my interests? Do I need an interest in you? I don't... Or are we already...
Let's see. I already have an interest in you.
Oh, okay, perfect. What do I do with my interests? I have no idea.
You can put it on mine, so I can put mine somewhere else.
How many do you have?
I have 17 in total.
Oh my god, bro. I have 5. Maybe it doesn't matter. I'm gonna put one in Finland for obvious reasons. I'm tempted. Oh, you know, I could put one maybe in the North Sea because Denmark is also there. I don't know if that really matters though. I know I need to puppet them eventually. I know that. How would that even work? I don't even have like the option to target them and try to puppet them. Do you have to like fulfill something to get that?
there's a way. You first have to make them a protectorate.
Well, yeah, but they're not my anything like that to begin with. But usually, I remember there being like a war goal where you could go to war with someone to puppet that person.
The way that I know is first you make them a protectorate, and after that you can.
Well, I know what you mean, but like there's literally a war goal called Puppet X Country. That's what I'm talking about. But I don't see it right now.
Isn't that part of the diplomatic laydown?
Well, yeah, and that's where I'm looking. Like, it's something that you could select before, like, to start your play, just like Conquer something was. I don't know, whatever.
I also don't see it.
Yeah, I know, but like when I was having the game launched for like 12 plus hours, learning how to play it as Japan, that option was there. And I've seen wars declared for that option, and it appears in videos of this game all the time. I've seen it. I've looked at it.
I only see demand annex country, but...
Yeah, I don't know what determines what options you see. It's kind of weird. But I'm gonna mark the North Sea for now, I guess. I'm gonna mark Finland. I'm gonna mark... shit, I don't know.
Well, maybe it becomes available after you meet certain conditions.
Yeah, but what are those conditions, and why can I not see them?
I don't know.
Exactly. That's the problem. Guess I'll declare, like, the Rhine, and then, I don't know, like, Livonia or something? I'm not sure. I don't know where to put
The game
these.
is telling me to start some shit with Brazil.
Livonia. There you go. Well, I think I'm fairly decently set up. I don't know what to do with the rest of this influence, but I think for right now I'm decently set up. I got some construction started to try to solve my initial problems.
You can get rid of rivals if you want. I don't know if you have any.
Do I have any? That's a good question. I don't think I have any. No, I don't. It doesn't say that I have any. I'll just leave it be for right now. You ready to unpause?
Yeah.
Alright, let's take it slow at the start. So many things are being activated and deactivated.
Yeah.
Oh god. Journal. Something was added to the journal. The philosophy department. A university, workforce occupancy greater than 90%, building level greater than or equal to 5. Holy shit. And where the hell is that? Oh, now there's more. Patronize romanticism, arts academy, activated traditional art. Oh dear god. Building level at or greater than 2. Ugh. We're getting information about Central Archives, Power of the Purse. Interesting. And mechanical tools. That sounds pretty useful. And it's nothing that I had selected at all. God, there's another one. Urbanize Sweden. 75% of all eligible Swedish states, urban center, greater than or equal to 5. Oh, I see. Yeah, that could take a minute. that could certainly take a minute. Now I'm actually playing a nation, too, that actually has the required taxation capacity it needs. So that's certainly different. It's not going to generate a whole lot, but clippers are for leisure. Pops of wealth levels 20 to 99 for leisure. Yeah, sure. Let's add clippers to that. Just use the rest of this that I have for right now. There's been so many pop-ups that I literally can't see everything underneath it. I have so many pop-ups I can't even see the whole, like, right side of my UI. It's crazy. What is this? Swedish-Prussian Fellowship? Oh. Military and landowners. Oh. Oh, I started out with a lobby for Swedish-Prussian Fellowship, and I got a new one, Anti-Russian Society. Cuba's been granted Puerto Rico. What the fuck? Oh, that's different.
Spain is so nice.
Oh yeah, so nice. Guess it's a good thing to try to be friends with Prussia then? Increasing relations to a higher level, forming trade agreement, forming alliance, forming a mutual foreign investment rights pact, ending a rivalry embargo. Okay. Well, I can increase relations, sure. I have influence for that. Yeah, we already have a trade agreement. Let me just throw that on for size and just not befriend Russia. Because actually appeasing the military and especially the landowners would be a really good idea. And now my interests are all activating. It's kind of terrifying. There are no foreign queues. The foreign stuff is going to be quite interesting, and whatever the private sector decides to do, since they actually can have a lot of my total construction queue, but we'll see how this all works out. Van Diemen's Land. Put an interest in Scandinavia. Part of the British Empire. Interesting. At some point, I will need to build up a couple more things here in this group. I think the best way to do that is some more mobile arty. I could throw that on the line here. From... Oh god, these are from all very different locations, aren't they? They are. I think I might want to change this, actually. Yes, I think I very much will.
I have pretty good relations with America, by the way. I don't know why.
That's good.
I think I'm gonna be pro-US this route.
Oh, nice. Alright, so this is all my military that's from Surveillance, so I'm going to give them the general and put them all in one stack. This is everybody that's from there. And then I'm going to take the one that's not from there, which now has nothing in it, and I'm going to start getting rid of this stuff. It's going to weaken me a bit, but hey. God, there's so many pop-ups, I can't fucking see anything, dude. Can I right-click to get rid of this? There are so many pop-ups, I can't see anything I need to see. That's ridiculous. Alright, this one right here, I need to...
If you hover over one, you can do the right-click.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, but I have to just keep right-clicking over and over again. And I'm not even getting really too much a chance to read it anyway. I'm gonna disband that first army.
The Netherlands has established a colony.
There you go.
The Dutch Ivory Coast.
Let me upgrade the cavalry and upgrade this right there. Make them all lancers and whatnot. And then we'll need to actually get this up to snuff again is what we'll need to do after we take care of some basic resource needs. I think we already finished a construction sector. Yep, because it's already going up now. We're going to get another one, then we're going to start investing into things that will hopefully start making us money. I assume through taxes and the like. I still don't really know how money works here. Hey, Belgium is cooperative with me now. America is protective with me. That's nice.
Oh, I have a new ruler.
Oh, that was fast. We don't produce any artillery at all. That would explain why it's so unaffordable. We do import a tiny amount, but definitely at the end of this current list, I'll just throw in production of 1 right here. It only consumes... What does it consume? Does it tell me what it consumes? A little bit of iron and hardwood. That's stuff I'm working on anyway. I might need another iron mine, to be fair, especially here. I'm just building everything right here for right now. That's probably not, like, the greatest thing, because there's things to consider of, like, job seekers and the like, yeah. But, I mean, for some of these things, it's not like there's much other places that are better. And, in fact, a lot of places that are better are actually in Norway, who I think is in my market, but I'm not sure how to see that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so, yeah, Norway's in my market, because they're in a personal union with me, so they contribute, and anything I invest into them will thus help my market as well as generating me money. But for now, we're just going to focus on us.